Okay, Mitch, listen, we're coming back and we'll give you the story.
Story time.
Let's transition over. We're getting right back into it, guys. We have a couple new players up at the top here. And, a quick story for you as well. Okay, so, how we got the gig. Honestly, we were super lucky. This guy actually right behind me here just messaged us one night and was like, hey, would you like to do this? We said, oh my gosh, yes, please, can we? And that was it.
There's not too much of a story.
It's really not. It was one night after Wait Did I Roll a Wild ended. We got the message and we pretty much all squealed. But
there was a lot of little girls screaming, ah!
There very much was. So we are getting into round 2 of the Adepticon Contest of Champions. We have 2 new contenders up on the stage, Korey and Brian. For the left side of the screen, Korey has a team and a roster consisting
Danny's running back here to be able to cover this game.
Of a bunch of favorites: She-Hulk, Crystal, Medusa, Gamora, Black Cat, Honey Badger, X-23, Angela, Valkyrie, and Shuri. I love this list. For Team Tactics cards, Field Dressing, Brace for Impact, Special Delivery, Stalwart Determination, Indomitable, Sacrifice, Climbing Gear, Elemental Infusion, Follow Me, and Jonathan, who might just be considered unstoppable.
Oh, I can't wait to see that card.
Right?
I hope he uses it.
We got Riots, Terrigen, and Demons Downtown as far as secures alien ships, Fear Grips the world, and Skrulls infiltrate as potential crises.
Super excited for this. We haven't seen A-Force yet. We saw She-Hulk during the What If event the other day, but we haven't seen A-Force, so super pumped for that. Brian coming back with some Spider foes, or maybe unaffiliated. Haven't decided yet. We got Green Goblin, Carnage in the house.
Carnage.
Just mentioned not half an hour ago.
Yep.
Dr. Octopus again. We got Lizard, Mysterio, Venom, Baron Zemo, Bullseye, Kraven the Hunter, and Hulkbuster. We're hoping to slap down there. For tactics cards, we got Carnage Rules, Lethal Protector, Medpack, Monkey Brain is Lizard Home, Sinister Traps, The Grand Delusion, Well Laid Plans, Battle Lust, Indomitable, Brace for Impact. All fantastic. I'm certain Brace for Indomitable is going to be restricted pretty soon. It's been in pretty much every list we've seen this week. For Crises, he's got Cosmic Invasion, Seals Collapsing, Mutant Madman, and then for Extracts, Fear Grips, Hammers, Struggle for the Cube, and Research Station.
Okay, so it does look like we are going to be playing 20 Threat. We are going to be playing Terrigen Clouds, which we have not seen, and Cube. Brian has priority. He's going to be the one running either Spider Foes or unaffiliated. We're really
listening to all of our requests before we started today because they're just giving us what we want.
It really seems like Danny's stuck in an elevator and is going to punch herself out of it to be down here, to help commentate for an A-Force game. We couldn't be more excited.
Oh man, she was talking when you guys were interviewing Gil earlier before round 1. A-Force is what got her into the game. Mm-hmm. She had said when I was trying to talk her into it when the game started, she said, if I could feel all women, maybe. No. And then A-Force came out and she's like, oh, that's the theme of that affiliation? I'm down. And she loves A-Force.
Absolutely. And not only were they included, they're also awesome.
Really good.
Great affiliation ability, great characters, great play style too. Incredible tactics cards with special delivery.
Oh my gosh,
there's not a lot to be desired left out there potentially. They're just golden.
Really
golden.
For this to see Hulkbuster, we're finding out they're building their squads right now. Mm-hmm. She's Terrigen and
Terrigen and Cubes.
Oh, Cubes, that's what she said. We like Cubes. Extra power is always nice.
Extra power for another half an hour.
He is taking Hulkbusters. Oh, man. Eyes in the Sky, Tactical Taylor up on the stage is telling us we're going to get a Hulkbuster.
Hulkbusters on the scene!
So we got a rearrangement of terrain since round 1, which is sweet. Some of it provided by Adepticon, some of it provided by...
Some of it provided by our own Dan Cole. Everyone knows it's Dan Cole.
Oh, we got our first squad here. We got Spider Foes.
I heard there was a Hulkbuster.
We got Green Goblin. We got Venom. We got Lizard. We got super sweet holographic Dr. Octopus again. All backed up by the man himself in the suit, Hulkbuster. Terrifying. This is a heavy-hitting list.
Well, to
and
sprinkle...
they have priority. Spider Foes have priority.
to sprinkle a little extra salt on that tasty treat you have over there, Dan, he's running Medpack, Brace for Impact, Bloodlust, Monkey Brain is Lizard Home, and Well Laid Plans. Loving that Well Laid Plans is on the table too.
Absolutely.
I love that card. It never works for me, but I love the idea of it.
So we are getting into it.
Oh, Texas Wargamer Spider Foes just lit up that table at the end of last game. It ended up going 21-6.
First time on stream, A-Force.
We got A-Force.
I'm very excited about this.
All right, so for A-Force, of course, we are being led by the lady, the legend, the luxurious She-Hulk, Crystal, Medusa, Gamora, and first Valkyrie of the day.
Another super heavy hit, like really offensive list. This is going to be another bloodbath.
Is this our first Crystal as well, I think?
Yes. First Crystal, first
certainly
Valkyrie.
Of the day, of the whole week as well.
First Medusa, I'm pretty sure. Their tactics cards, we got Special Delivery, of course.
Mm-hmm.
We got Indomitable, Brace for Impact, Stalwart Determination, love this one, and Field Dressing.
So Texas Wargamer, I think maybe Dan had mentioned this, but Spider Foes ended up taking that game. It looked like that Green Goblin was going to get got.
They went on a rampage.
They did.
Almost tabled the Midnight Suns.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Looks like we got a shorter round this year, according to Longshanks. We have an hour 16.
Yes.
Doesn't seem right to me. Hopefully we got some fast play.
Yeah. So we're getting into it. Let's go over exactly how this crisis is going to work. So as you can see here on the screen, I believe we are all set up. It looks like we might be a little wonky. Or no, that's just some Terrigen clouds. So we have some cube fragments, and We also are going to have some Terrigen mist clouds, I think on the far sides. I think this might be one, but maybe that's not fully placed. Here is the other Terrigen mist cloud. Let's do that in blue. What the Terrigen mist cloud does, because we've certainly seen cubes before, Terrigen mist clouds are going to be moving around the board based on who is controlling it. It's also going to be poisoning and doing damage to people on the field. I have to believe that this is on the A-Force affiliations docket as one of the other affiliations that they could have played, potentially may have been Inhumans. They're all immune to poison. This is a great one to have in the back of the pocket.
Green Goblin's activated first again. That's 2 games in a row.
It is. You might think that this face is shocked, just surprised at what's going on, but no, it's really a smile. He just has lips piercings. What was that? Gamora, the Explorer.
We will be playing Salvage Mission.
Just joined. What round is this? This is round 2 of the Contest of Champions. But Venom is on the board.
Here comes Crystal.
Here comes Crystal as well. And yes, that does in fact look like a Hydra Smasher version of Hulkman Ironbuster.
Oh, I think I tried to get a picture of that at the end of the last round, but they were still playing, so.
Lizard backing up Goblin.
Oh, they are playing fast.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, they're deploying. Never mind. I thought deployment was done.
All right. Looks like Valkyrie's being placed down.
Valkyrie's down.
Sounds obtainable,
She can do
Tim.
more work than she does for Chuck usually.
Right.
She did get a little tiny nerf with her update where her flurry triggers. You gotta get it right in her head now, right?
Yep.
Maybe they'll attack twice with her builder, but still a solid 3.
Please stop.
And I'll be totally honest, I didn't think the errata was necessary because I've never gotten her to do anything I needed her to do. It'll be very interesting to watch Valkyrie get played correctly, I guess.
Oh, and the Hydra Buster is on the scene. I am so excited for this. She-Hulk staying away from the Hulkman Ironbuster.
It's not the Hydra Buster, it's just green.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not a
Franz,
traitor.
he's not a traitor,
All
just a
right.
green Hulkbuster.
Handshake
It's a
has
green
happened.
Hulkbuster.
Here we
Code of
go.
honor is in effect, Tim.
Code of honor is in effect. The handshake is sealed.
These round ones
And
officially started with the power phase.
let's
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
go.
Power phase.
Oh, yeah. The power phase.
No, I'm lucky.
Now I'm lucky. Okay.
Oh,
Mitch.
MC1 is getting his big Chuck call today. And
that She-Hulk is going to smash him into scrap.
If there's anybody that can take She-Hulk, Hulkbuster's near the top of that list with Meteor Punch.
The fact that Meteor Punch does not allow the opponent getting punched to gain power from it is just devastating to certain characters, and She-Hulk very well could be one of them.
It will still give power to somebody else with the A-Force, but if you do like 3-4 damage to She-Hulk and she doesn't get power, that's crazy.
Lizard is moving right up, picking up a cube. It seems like Crystal is going to follow suit. Maybe even be able to get a shot off. Oh, sorry, that's Gamora. Picking up a cube. She is certainly going to be out of range.
These guys know the clock is ticking. They're going quick.
Climbs up the building. Guess we're going to have to zoom out, get a look at that Terrigen mist, which I'm sure is at the top of that apartment building, potentially wiping out a whole bunch of mutants.
I again ask X-Wing players if you are slapping
All right.
While you're tilted down, I'm going to make my call of the match here. She-Hulk is going to get aggressive at some point.
Green Goblin's coming, judges.
Green Goblin's also in the building. Wow, they are just flying. It's like they know what they're doing.
He's literally flying.
It's like they have a plan. Maybe even well-laid ones.
All right.
Medusa next.
Should be back up now. If you.
All right. Keep going, guys. Chuck, what are your big predictions?
I'm going to put it in right now. Right here, right now. My big
Medusa takes a cube.
Medusa's got
of the game, Gamora's going to put the hurt on somebody.
Yeah.
I can see that.
You know what, Tim? I'm even going to put in Taylor's big of the game and say Hulkbuster not going to put the hurt on somebody, but put a double knuckle sandwich right in somebody's face.
Okay, yeah, I believe that would probably be one of the things that absolutely could happen here from the Exploration Hall at AdeptiCon 2022.
You see Doc Ock right in the middle of the table again, grabbing that middle cube.
Doc Ock moving up.
2022, in the year of Dallas.
We saw him surprisingly tanky last game. Let's see if Brian can get the same work out of him.
What do you think about Gamora and Green Goblin of both contesting that Terrigen Mist Cloud?
Valkyrie double moves on this run.
Well, see, Spider Foes had priority, right? Looks like they're going to keep it. I think either the same battle count or A-Force has one more. No, I think they're the same.
I think they are the same too.
So, kind of depends on who goes first there. Green Goblin could take down Gamora with a couple good attacks. But if Gamora goes first, she could also do the same thing to Green Goblin. She's got nasty attacks. Throw herself into him, slice him up.
So, Tim, explain to me like I'm 5 years old.
So Venom just moved up, grabbed a cube, and is now heading toward Terrigen Mist. And what will I be explaining to you right now, Chuck?
We are seeing a ton of Doc Ock on the field. I feel like it's widely kind of accepted that Doc Ock is not, I mean, even a 3 isn't the best, but we have seen him now in 2 games. Here live on the stream. What am I missing?
Yeah,
explain to me like I'm 5.
Listen, this week we've seen him a lot. He has actually a pretty solid throw. He can throw a little bit from farther away due to those awesome tentacle hands.
Special delivery with She-Hulk.
He also is usually super able to get a pretty decent amount of builder hits off by generating some additional wilds. We are getting a special delivery with She-Hulk dropping right in on that Terrigen Mist Cloud and then getting a punch onto Venom.
Well, you don't want She-Hulk there. She's immune to that poison.
It should be fixed now.
Sensational uppercut.
Here we go. An uppercut going into the mouth of Venom.
He does at least get 4 physical defense against this, so
That's
a little
true.
bit better equipped.
Venom taking 6.
Venom taking
no.
6. Wow.
Yikes.
I mean, I think that there will be snaps to be had.
I think he might as well.
Is She-Hulk.
Gotta get some of that health back. That is a brutal punch.
Wow.
Or kick. Strike doesn't have to be a punch, as confirmed by Dallas yesterday.
We are Venom.
Yep, we are venoming so many snacks. Yes.
Venom.
Some of that health back.
Texas Wargamer says Dr. Oct is in the house in case anyone needs a doc in the house. Here we go.
Venport, we knew what you meant the whole time.
Let's see. Is he going to be healing anything
She-Hulk
back?
takes 3.
She-Hulk takes 3. Venom effectively negating half of the damage he took from that first attack.
That combo was so good.
It really is.
To counterattack that it's not specifically symbiote tendrils, that he can so many snacks as well. Oh,
here's the
my
thing.
favorite part of Venom.
She-Hulk is popping with power right now, generating 6 power off of the initial attack, getting her 6 there, starting with a little bit of extra, and then taking 3 damage back from Venom. She's probably capped.
Energy shot from Crystal could be a war.
Energy shot from Crystal into Venom.
Probably fire.
Probably to get some Incinerate on there.
Worst part for Venom, that wasn't even She-Hulk's activation.
All right, excellent
Venom's in
players.
trouble.
Stop what
Yeah,
you're doing.
Venom is in a lot of trouble right now.
She built up a ton of power with that
No,
attack,
there's no
too.
replay.
Venom blocks
Reminders.
energy
This is
damage.
important
Good
for
for
the
him.
scenario.
Yeah.
When you have
Venom
a cargo
support badly
token
down
on
the southern part of the
a
screen.
specific
Good thing
ship,
Hulkbuster's
you are
pretty close.
not
Yeah, I think
able to
Hulkbuster
do
is
advanced
certainly going to have to
maneuvers.
provide some
And if
support to
you
his symbiote.
Oh no,
you
Venom
must
slowed.
perform
Luckily,
a
Hulkbuster's
2-1
shockingly fast with a
straight.
large base and medium
Rex.
movement. We see him going now.
And hit and run.
Use reminder tokens.
Looks like he might be out of range.
Scenario, you should have some type
Texas
of
War
token
Gamer says leave Britain
next
or
to
Venom
your
alone.
ship
So it does
to
look like he's
show
going to be out
that
of
you
range, but
have a
I don't think he's going to have the power
being
for it.
carried.
But, ooh, maybe he does. Maybe he is in range of Repulsor Blast. We're getting a Tactical Tailor to
Yes,
get Tactical
and
Eye
to
in the sky.
reinforce that no
Looks like
advanced
She-Hulk is in fact going to be in
regardless
range.
of difficulty.
JCJ7, thank you so much for the follow, as well as Krell Harmonic.
No purple sloops with Jedi.
Here we go.
Use reminder tokens. If you have nothing to use as a reminder token,
I was really
please
thinking,
raise
he's
your
got to
hand
think,
and
does he
call
want to
a
move up
judge.
there? Does he want to try
We
to throw
have some
She-Hulk off of
solutions
that
for
Terrigen
you.
Mist Cloud,
We have
potentially
one
saving
announcement.
Venom's life? Or
All
does he
right.
just
I'll
get
be
right in
quick,
the
I
thick of
promise,
it,
but more
potentially
attention for just a second.
tackling a Valkyrie and a Medusa?
We have this white box up at the table, the judge table. A lot of people have very kindly been offering to give us
And
their
he is
score
activated.
sheets. If you are, throw them in this white box.
in
Also, there are
the
a bunch of
center.
really nice pads we were donated that have like 50 score trackers on them.
All right.
They're over
Yeah,
there.
go for it.
Take them.
No,
They're
go ahead.
free.
No, I was going to ask you a
Thank
question
you.
Oh, go ahead.
about what you think about a Medusa being so close to a Hulkbuster.
I got to be honest. If there's one thing I don't want my Medusa to ever have to deal with, it's a Hulkbuster.
Yeah,
It's a Hulkbuster in the face.
It's actually one of the 3 things that Medusa doesn't like to go up against, and all 3 of them are Hulkbusters.
Yep, accurate.
She-Hulk chucks the building. Venom takes 2.
All right, Venom taking 2 from a big chucker, She-Hulk chuck.
I don't
So,
see Venom
let me
making
ask
this
you.
round.
Yeah.
What, I mean, right off the bat, we have Venom almost dazed.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Hulkbuster just kind of out there in the middle of nowhere. She-Hulk is just punching her way through.
Training.
All right, we're getting superior weight training. This is going to be an absolutely devastating, sensational uppercut. He is already slowed, so he will potentially be staggered after this if he does not go down from it.
Well, he'd be staggered either way,
Yeah.
but it might not matter.
Correct.
All right.
9.
9 damage. Oh, Venom blocks
wow.
0, so he is certainly dazed.
He is certainly staggered.
Poor symbiote.
Gosh, I don't think any of us saw it.
Baby boy.
Yeah, I don't think any one of us could have
Taylor's
seen
crying up there.
Venom going down.
If I can be
quickly.
completely honest, that was personal.
Yeah.
That was
A personal foul.
That was a birth. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was a that. I feel like they were looking at each other across the field, and She-Hulk just gave the old pointers,
Yeah.
and then right at Venom, and Venom was just like, all right, and then had no idea it was coming.
None.
No idea it was coming.
Absolutely goose egged on that one.
Yeah.
A-Force gaining 5. Spider-Foe's with 2.
Wow, that
So,
was a fast first.
Wildstar, the way that She-Hulk got up to the center of the stage before she even activated was via special delivery, being dropped off, picked up, and set back down by Crystal herself.
I love the effort Texas Wargamer's putting into his puns.
I mean, it absolutely deserves to be read off. Let's not split ends here. Medusa should be able to bust some hulking locks on Tony's behemoth suit.
Did I miss? Did you answer that already?
I did.
Okay. I was busy changing things on the screen.
What was that, Taylor? The energy in here is a ruckus of electricity
It's electric.
and goodwill.
You can feel Dallas in the air.
How do you keep changing his color there?
I don't know. Mitch is obviously on 3 different computers. Changing his chat text. We're going to get a Stalwart Determination.
Love that card. No throws or pushes for all the A-forces.
Not today.
Which I think is everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Does the Buster have a throw terrain?
Yeah.
I think he can specifically only throw terrain, right?
So now it becomes a question: who's going to throw the truck first?
Jeez, Mitch, thanks.
That's a great question. I think, at least I hope it's going to be Hulkbuster. But let's double check. I believe he can throw enemies and terrain with it. With his Now I'm Mad. Yep, size terrain 4 or less within range 2. No enemies though. He gets to throw on his...
Everybody pays for somewhere. The A-Force team.
Okay,
What
everyone.
were our points after round 1 again?
What does that do again? What does Stalwart Determination do?
A-Force 5, Spider Foes 2.
Korey's 5. Brian is 2.
Great first round
2.
for A-Force. Wow.
So guys, we are absolutely flying through this particular game.
It's almost like they know lunch is on the way.
It's true.
Oh, I need to get some of that.
So now is absolutely the time to use Stalwart Determination now that we are in round 2. That means for the entire round 2, you cannot throw, push, or move anyone on the A-Force.
Really appreciate Mitch's dedication.
Yeah.
He's got it set up.
You know, if everyone in the chat right now just signed on 3 devices and listened, I don't think it would actually affect our viewership. But we appreciate it anyway. Here we go. We're getting some dice. I think we're going to have attack coming here. See a medium movement tool. Maybe it's a short. It is a short. We're going to be moving Venom.
Venom's getting out of there.
Who got poisoned by the mists? Nobody.
No poison.
They're all the end of poison over there.
Okay. I like it.
Some would argue broken, too.
Yeah.
Being immune to poison.
I mean, it certainly breaks the chemical compounds which would normally poison people down to nothing.
That tracks, Tim.
Yeah. Okay, mission control. Mitch, if he gets dazed in his desk area, can pass off his objective to another ally within range 2.
Venom double moves and he's set.
Venom is just going to double move, get out of the groove. Not necessarily that New York groove, but it could be.
Brian is looking a little worried, Tim.
Yeah.
What do you think he's got to do here?
I mean, he needs some big meteor punches to get bunches of A-Force off. Some objectives. Cannot believe Venom is already on his injured side going into round 2.
Already on his injured side.
Mm-hmm.
He's got She-Hulk kind of far away. I mean, if I was Korey, I would not target it.
6.
Goblin takes 6 from what? From Gamora's builder. From the God Slayer herself going into the Green Goblin.
Same dice, right? Same lady in party.
Second verse, potentially, hopefully will never be as painful as that first one. But
like Papa, like daughter.
that is 100% true. Here we go. We're putting that damage on. I cannot believe how heavy the hits are in this game.
I absolutely love the story being told here. We have Gamora and Goblin. I like the idea that Gamora ran up the side of the building.
So a Bender and a Goblin.
All right, a second Godslayer going into the Goblin.
I love the idea that that Gamora ran up the side of the building, jumped, grabbed onto the glider, is just trying to stab and beat Goblin off of it. Meanwhile, Venom is getting literally punched in and out of his own symbiote over and over and over again. A Hulkbuster in the middle.
Goblin is
That's
dazed.
rough.
Here comes the attack of the lizard.
Oh, Mitch, Brian did confirm that he is not Hydra, a Hulkbuster. He's just green.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's just mists everywhere filling up the... I mean, it's so cinematic. That's what I love about this game.
So we do have an attack going into the lizard or out of the lizard? Looks like 1 damage is going through.
Lizard takes 4 from it.
And by 1, I meant 4.
It's a really nice.
We hate to see that happen, too.
Yeah. Yes, we do. Who was that attack from?
That was the second. Constantly return up into.
Oh, gotcha.
I forgot to have some kind of arcing ability in it.
Godslayer's the builder. So she must have used the spender there, is what he meant.
It's been too long since I've use Gamora. I'm forgetting how that works.
So Cosmic Assassin was used after Dazing Goblin.
Rapid Strike.
That is probably some of the best power to stamina damage that we have seen today. Dazing a Goblin, doing 4 damage to a usually rather hardy, thick-hide lizard. Okay, it's just a green Hulkbuster. Green and gold.
Now, Tim, I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Do you think that there was a bit of a misplanned deployment with Goblin?
No, I don't think so. Oh, wow.
Thanks.
Ice and Cram, thank you so much for the
How do I
sub.
turn that down?
What's up?
For players sitting in the think tank for a minute.
Yeah, so we're going to have to take a second to think. And while we do, Dan will go make a stink, and Danny will come and sit down and talk some A-Force with us.
Was that too loud for them?
No.
Okay.
So this controls just our
Gotcha.
sound. Danny.
So much like Teen Spirit, I smelled A-Force.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I had to book it down here.
What we heard from the hotel staff that you were locked in an elevator and punched your way through it as soon as
did.
you heard
Yep.
a name A-Force said.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta get my A-Force.
A sensational uppercut got her out in one strike. All right, seems like the Spider Foes player has decided what
You
we're
missed
gonna
an
do here.
absolute beat down on Venom. She pretty much punched him out of the symbiote. The symbiote cleaned back on. She went, not today,
Yep,
bucko.
Today.
Yeah.
Man, Iron Buster with a spender.
Hulkman Iron Buster with a meteor punch into Valkyrie. Goodbye, Valkyrie.
Tim, I think he's about to give her one.
I think he's about to give her only what for? For only 3 power.
It takes 5.
Valkyrie takes 5.
She's got a 6 on this side?
She does have 6 on this side.
She says not today.
She does say not today, but she was probably about to be thrown into a Medusa to finish her off. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Oh, Stalwart Determination. He can't be thrown.
He can't be thrown.
The
Stalwart Determination.
Wow.
So now that's the thing. Is he going to waste that second action
Yeah.
to do 1 damage potentially?
I mean, they can't be thrown. I think maybe you meteor punch again and hope for an explosion. A repulsor blast into
Repulsor blast into
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
Takes 2 and dazes.
Takes 2 and dazes.
Not only are we seeing quick plays, we are seeing quick dazes, quick deaths. There are people on
that's-
death's door all over the board here.
It's tit for tat here. You know, they sent one of ours to the hospital. He sent one to the morgue.
It's just escalation.
No breathing even.
And A-Force power goes on to Crystal.
A-Force power going on the crystal. Danny, the escalation here is almost like untied shoes on an escalator. It is so dangerous. The threat is very real.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think about that?
Well, you know for a fact my shoes are untied.
That's true.
And I rode an escalator down here, and it made an awful noise. And I was like, "This is my time to go.
This is it.
If I'm gonna go out, it's gonna be on an escalator." I'm just saying.
Extremely PTSDing over here. As a 12-year-old, actually got my shoelace caught in the
Stop
teeth
it.
of an escalator.
Did you?
Yeah.
But you
Really?
didn't die.
Yeah. So
getting
I was,
yourself
I literally was yanking so hard, and my cousin was like trying to help me,
Yeah.
smashing the button, almost launched an old lady because she was hitting the wrong button and was on the other escalator, and the old
my
lady
God.
almost like came falling down it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I mean, if your shoes were untied, couldn't you just slip the shoe off?
No, it was because it was pulling the laces,
So it was
so it was so
tight.
tight on my foot. I
constricting.
literally could not get my
Oh
foot
my
out of it.
God.
I mean,
I'm
that
so
is-
stressed
Also,
out.
I don't think my shoe was actually untied. I think my laces were just too long.
Do you think Venom has problems taking escalators with all the symbiote tendrils? He
He's
could
got
get pulled
to.
right in.
Oh, it's over.
He's going to gum up
That's
those
the
foot.
He is the escalator.
And what is an escalator powered by? Energy.
His weakest defense.
His weakest defense.
That's a great point,
Yep.
Chuck. All right, Danny, tell me what you think about Stalwart Determination being used as the start of round 2. With Hulkbuster on the field, that means nobody on the A-Force can be thrown, pushed, or moved.
I mean,
It kept Valkyrie alive for a turn.
Medusa's builder into Venom.
I feel like this is the time to do it. Like,
Yeah.
turn 1 too early, you're not really in range of any kinds of throws or anything like that. Turn 2, though, that could potentially be a deal breaker.
Absolutely.
Very honestly, they pulled a Dwayne The Rock Johnson, hunkered right down.
Yeah, they did.
Mhm.
Venom takes 2.
Venom's going to take 2. from Medusa's hair.
Chuck, how happy are you to see some Inhumans here?
I'm so excited to see Inhumans. Of course, Medusa is one of my favorite to begin with. I'm more excited about a Hulkman Ironbuster being out there right now.
Yeah.
I did it again. I didn't even do it on purpose that time. Oh, dyslexia.
Okay. So
I am a little disappointed that there is still a truck on the field. I don't understand why it hasn't been thrown yet.
That's true. So I think that
Just because you can't throw A-Force doesn't mean you can't throw something at
That
A-Force.
is true.
we're about to be getting, I think, so many snacks. There it goes, back into Medusa, not wanting to take any actual damage from that attack.
Next, we are Venom.
And we are Venom. He's
And
gonna,
again, just looking at the table from here, this cinematic shot of Gamora and Goblin on top of that building, battling it out, just trying to get him off his glider. Meanwhile, I can just, over the peak, see Valkyrie trying to take down a Hulkman and Ironbuster. That's what I love about this game, too.
3 damage done to Medusa. That means he is going to heal off that 2 damage Medusa just did to him.
Crystal needs another.
Round 2.
Crystal is going to gain the power from the 8th Force affiliation ability. What does Medusa do with her second attack? It looks like she's going to be teleporting herself or someone else.
Royal decree on She-Hulk.
Royal decree to bring She-Hulk right into
Oh my
Venom's
God!
face. You've got to be worried about that.
Let's go, boys! I have never been so excited.
Danny, you have got to be excited to see She-Hulk just absolutely
Yes.
decimating
Yes.
people.
This is what she was made to do. This is what got me into the game. Like,
I'm not gonna
bring it.
lie. You know what I kind of want? You know what I kind of want right now? I kind of want Venom into a Buster.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Venom's
I
on
want
the
a Buster
Buster's
into a Venom. She can throw size 4, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying, Danny?
Oh no, just this is what got me into the game. Like
Yeah.
She-Hulk just going out there wrecking face, throwing stuff. I couldn't be happier. Like this is I wanted to see Hela, but She-Hulk is the original icon for me for this game. So I'm thrilled.
Breaking barriers and breaking fourth walls.
Especially,
Breaking people into the game.
Especially seeing what she's been doing to Venom, chasing him down like he,
Yep.
Didn't pay a parking ticket.
Yep.
She is on his tail.
Doc Ock Strike into Crystal. Bodyguard from She-Hulk.
Ooh.
She-Hulk bodyguards and attack against Crystal.
So we're getting an attack from Dr. Octopus into Crystal. She-Hulk is going to bodyguard.
Actually, not a bad idea
Yeah.
to target Crystal, making She-Hulk have to use some power.
She-Hulk takes 1.
She-Hulk is only going to take 1
And you
from
do a
it.
little bit of chip damage. Not a bad play.
And here's the thing, too. We had She-Hulk here. We had Crystal here. I absolutely love Medusa's reposition here. Royal decreeing both of them up and into the thick of it. It is a very happy person. That person is Danny, just jumping in the air with the light that She-Hulk is here. There she is. It's a spinning image.
Yeah.
And she decides that she is going to, in fact, stay there.
All right, Wally, you're quoting Shakespeare in chat now. You couldn't be more my favorite person. You were making poutine last night, quoting Shakespeare today, like my favorite.
Gatekeeper Scorn, thank you for the follow. More Gaming Dad, welcome back.
What gaming dad?
Arm laser into Crystal. She-Hulk bodyguards again.
Wow. Okay.
So we have more lasers firing from Dr. Octopus into Crystal. She-Hulk decides, I'll take that.
Yep. Don't mind if I do.
It devours.
I would like to have a piece. Thank you.
She-Hulk blocks it all.
She-Hulk blocks it all.
She-Hulk taking nothing from that laser arms. It devours. Thank you for the follow. Guys, this game is moving faster than Quicksilver on a hoverboard. Which you'd think wouldn't go faster than a normal hoverboard, but somehow it does. He Fred Flintstones the hoverboard, making it go faster. Laser beam, laser arms. But the laser arms fire the laser beams. It's a laser beam arms.
Laser arm beam?
Laser beam tentacles?
It's a laser beamer, if you will. I believe that's French.
Tentazers?
Tenazers.
Lasticles?
Lasticles.
Yeah.
I think we can get away with
Here
that.
comes the beam. We're literally just out of hitting Venom and Hulkbuster.
Oh.
Okay.
Venom Doc Ock.
Venom Doc Ock on the beam here.
That's got to be rough when you're just out of range of being able to get someone you really want to target. That, ugh.
You know what I'm really loving, too? It's 2 very experienced players who know how to use their teams.
Yeah.
They are cruising. They don't have to really question a lot of things. They know what they
Doc Ock
want.
It all gets incinerated.
There's nothing I love more. It's a player that knows what he wants.
Yeah.
And that's a victory,
Incinerate
too.
on Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Blocks everything else. And I mean, Chuck, to your point, yeah, these guys, they know what they're doing. They're flying through this,
Venom taking one, Incinerate.
still having a blast, but they have time constraints here.
Yeah.
Like, they got places to be, more games to play.
47 minutes until lunch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know what we
Yeah.
need to do. Venom also taking just one from the beam from Crystal and getting Incinerate.
Venom coming in with the tendrils, She-Hulk bodyguards. Somebody said.
Ooh, so many snacks back into Crystal. She-Hulk bodyguarding those snacks. 3 goes through this time.
Let's go!
I got so
dropped
excited.
something.
Dan dropped his burrito.
No, not again.
Okay.
My burrito.
So we are getting these tendrils into She-Hulk. Let's see how much damage this does. Crystal could potentially be firing at least 2 more beams from this.
Elemental Onslaught, Hydrokinesis into Venom.
All right, so we got an Elemental Onslaught. Hydrokinesis going into Venom, trying to push him around,
Okay.
especially now that he is incinerated.
Venom takes 2. Go Incinerate.
Again, too.
Wow. Venom taking 2 with his weakened defenses, and then he is going to be pushed. Get away, Venom.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Venom is pushed.
Venom is pushed.
Done been pushed.
Vacation Venom is being pushed hydraulically, some might say. Energy efficient, that hydraulic push.
Solar panels.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a nice, as we saw coming up here, Pennsylvania windmill.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. Wow.
Give him the old Pennsylvania windmill. Wow.
You never want a Pennsylvania windmill. Not a full windmill, you know what I mean?
Chris is range 4 again. Venom.
Crystal is doing what?
Range 4.
Range 4 energy into Venom. Venom takes 2.
Okay, so it looks like we have, she's used 3 of her, that's the 3rd one that she's used. She can't use them unless she's going for another.
Just going for a hat trick here.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, the hydrokinesis is also.
We have a
Elemental Onslaught.
Loki cosplayer behind us too.
Okay. The superpower can only be once a turn. She can't elemental onslaught twice.
Super love it.
Right up wall.
It's what I love about the atmosphere at AdeptiCon. Like the cosplayers are out, they're having fun.
Yeah.
It's
I
great.
feel like I haven't seen much cosplay.
All right, cool. Glad we
but I
caught that
assume
when we
today
did.
and tomorrow would be the cosplay days.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got an attempted second elemental onslaught. We were able to stop it in time. It looks like that'll be the end of Crystal's activation, but she certainly did a lot, incinerating both Dr. Octopus and Venom, pushing Venom and doing some extra damage.
Yeah.
It also looks like Venom is coming back. Back in the New York groove.
Back in the knee.
Big Snowman, thank you for the
Venom doesn't
follow.
actually get pushed, he gets slowed.
Okay. Hydrokinesis.
1971, what a good year.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Ah.
All right.
This is when Stretch Armstrong was first introduced.
No way. Really?
Really?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh,
I believe
I believe that's right.
Yeah.
71 or 72.
anybody in chat knows.
wow.
Wow.
All right, we got some deliberation here. What are the spider foes going to want to activate here? It looks as if it might be a green goblin. Or I'm sorry, that's a lizard.
It is a lizard. Now,
doing-
Green Goblin and Gamora still battling it out on the top of the apartment building, Tim.
I believe that means Gamora is probably poisoned. And with a little bit of damage on her.
See you guys.
We're saying goodbye to Chewie. Chat, make sure to give Chewie a nice send-off. Say bye, Chewie.
Bye, Chewie.
Double move from Lizard.
Double move from Lizard. Just getting in the thick of it. He knows what's up. I think we're going to get a throw here. I think
Yeah.
Wally is right.
Yep, that would make sense. Oh, no throws. Right?
No
Stalwart
throws because of
Determination, he can't throw
Stalwart.
anybody.
Oh, yes,
Force
Stalwart
is
Determination.
so good.
So good.
Who needs brace for impact when you have Stalwart Determination?
Right? Like, I'm not going to brace for that.
Venom, though, is going to get thrown into Doc Ock. From who? Taylor, from who?
From She-Hulk.
From She-Hulk. All right, She-Hulk's up. There's about to be a whole ton of pain on the table.
We said yesterday the team tournament was all fun and games.
Yeah.
This is a
Right.
knockdown, drag out, beat 'em up, and I love it.
Doc Ock will take 3 from having Venom slammed into his face. Venom will take 1 from it. She-Hulk still has 2 actions.
And I'm really liking
Venom is dead.
Oh, wow. Took Venom out. Venom's gone.
that's a KO.
Wow.
KO. She-Hulk just KO'd Venom.
She-Hulk just buckoed him
Girl.
right out of the symbiote.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Goodbye.
She-Hulk, this is the terror we've always known She-Hulk to be.
Wow.
Oof.
Not even Owen Wilson, wow. Just wow.
Right.
I think a moment of silence is like
Suck it. All right, you are a gem.
Ooh, Doc Ock is next to eat dirt. What do you guys think? Is that an accurate prediction from
Yeah, I
Mitch?
think
Is
so.
he calling it? Is this his call?
Is this Mitch's of the game?
She-Hulk
Doc Ock about
builder
to
into
eat
Doc
dirt.
Ock. This uppercut I've heard is sensational. Let's see.
Doc takes 2 and Daisies.
Doc takes 2
Doc
days.
takes 2
Oh
and
my
days.
gosh.
Okay.
There it
This
is.
one, you
That
got
was
it, buddy.
Mitch's big of the game.
We love
Wow.
to see it.
Just,
Picks up the cube.
I mean,
Oh, now She-Hulk has a
at
cube?
least someone, the only person that's going to do damage to She-Hulk is going to be She-Hulk with that cube. All right, but we got a Hulkbuster up, guys. Let's see if he can do anything to this She-Hulk. And honestly, if there's someone to do anything to her, it's going to be a Hulkbuster. Not only is she a Hulk that could be busted, she's also not going to be gaining any power from the meteor punches.
She-Hulk
that could
literally
be hitting
just
her.
looked at the Hulkbuster and went, ho, 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 now I have a cube.
Yep.
A-Force with 13. And Spider-Woman up to 3.
Okay, A-Force ending round 2 with 13. So we're about to go into round 3 here. I mean, I don't
could
think
be it.
this
Right?
Yeah, we could be. This is probably the final round.
Yeah.
I have heard on the streets, Tim, he is Korey. It doesn't get paid by the hour.
That's true.
A-Force.
From the same union Danny's in.
Yep. Local.
Local, 130, not by the hour.
Yep.
The local, local WP5, Tim. Don't work
Yes.
past 5.
Okay. Guys, we're back in it here. Round 3 just starting. Power phase happening. We got some deliberation happening at the table. Who is going to be activating first? Because it looks important. We're having some damage and some more potential poisons going out. Looks like the cloud is going to be off the building.
Ooh.
Ooh, we're bringing it back
Honestly-
to the streets.
Honestly, back to the streets. And I got to be honest, probably the best call, he needs to get Goblin over there to do something.
Yes. Where are we going to be moving this other Terrigen Mist? Looks like we're moving it to a place where it's not going to be doing a whole ton of damage or applying poisons.
Well, I mean, if he's got 2 people immune to poison right there, so
Yeah,
which kind of no point. He might as well try to get it away from them, make them have to move to contest.
that's true. I think that's just about as far as it could go, too. I think if he could have done some damage to Lizard, having some automated
Yep.
stackulations.
Goblin's sitting on max power right now. Go and see what's thinking.
Oh god, that's terrifying. Goblin with max power.
Yeah.
That's very scary.
He's about to Night of the Goblin.
Yeah, he's gonna pop off
Now
here.
the question is, does he stay on the building or does he start doing some cowboy stuff, getting off there and flying around and try to take down?
I think we might get a hit and run, or maybe we'll get an attack first and
So
then a hit and run.
absolute cowboy stuff if we're going to get a hit and run.
Yep.
You
Might
know
get a
me, Tim.
Goblin
I love
glide.
some good cowboy stuff.
Well, and you know what? Actually, he is on his injured side. Does Goblin still have that now that he has Goblin Glider? Let's double check. The injured boy, he does have Glider Ram now, no longer hit and run.
Which actually isn't bad. I mean, if you're going to take something, take it, you know?
Yeah.
It still gives you that movement. You still get thrown medium. So we could see a potential move, and then a glider ram, sorry.
So that could be. I mean, Gamora's not. I mean, she's not an awful target to throw yourself into, but I think you almost use that as a safety net if you can't finish her off and get her dazed. But what a threat Gamora has been. Just absolutely devastating Godslayers.
Oh, I'd love to see that. Love to see that.
Hookman doing Hitmon heavy repulsor blast and shield.
And the really terrifying thing about it, Tim, is Gamora's a long mover. She can get off that building and just chase right after him if she needs to. With the pounce.
All right, so we had a hit and run used by Hulkbuster, giving a repulsor blast into She-Hulk. She blocks it all. She doesn't care. She can't see under there.
Long hair, don't care.
Long hair, don't care. And we are getting the push on the repulsor blast before he is hit and running away.
I'd argue you'd have to pinch me, Tim.
So She-Hulk's now over there, away from a place where she can bodyguard for Crystal and Medusa and Valkyrie. I think that was a great call by Brian, getting that absolute threat out of way of helping her friends. And even though he didn't do damage with the repulsor blast, one of the side effects of it is that he will still gain a power.
Oh, that's awesome.
Some very, very accurate tactical measuring going on. Might have to call him. I'm trying to resolve it.
Trying to resolve the push. Seeing exactly where she can go, because she is also, she's a big girl. Danny, if you're sorry.
No, I'm ready.
If you're the spider foes right now,
Yes.
at this point, do you just try to push She-Hulk as far away from everything as possible and just hope to never have to deal with her again?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, she needs to be pushed out of the way. We saw her bodyguarding being really effective last turn. You've got to get her out of the way so that you can start taking down some of the other characters.
And it does look like that is exactly what he's trying to do with another repulsor blast into She-Hulk. She-Hulk also no longer taking damage. At least he's going to gain another power from that. And we are going to get another push on She-Hulk. Honestly,
I think that's the smartest thing to do.
Yeah. And he's got a little bit of power. He hasn't really been using much this turn with those repulsor blasts, so he should have enough money for a throw directly into Valkyrie, who is dazed, could potentially take her out. I think Valkyrie does, in fact, go to lower stamina on her injured side. Let's double check that. She does. She goes to 6-5. That is a size 4 truck there. It could do it.
Well-laid plans.
Well-laid plans.
This is the time to do it.
Okay. She's got a cube. He can move her even further away if he gets some damage on her.
Medusa takes one, drops a cube.
Medusa takes one, drops a cube. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Sinister Traps that moves. I don't think the move happens on here. We could see a swing here. This could be nice. Spider-Foes might be back in it.
Tim, I don't know if you know this, but if you got a fistful of dice, you got a fighting chance. That's the beauty of this game. You can be down by a lot of points, 10, I believe, and still come back in the next round and score 10 points yourself.
Gamora also dropping a cube. Okay. Gamora also dropping a cube. This is incredible. This is massive. Massive.
This is a big deal.
All right, now he's rolling for She-Hulk. 1 damage. She-Hulk is going to drop her cube as well.
Shaking things up here.
Drops 2 cubes. Guys, 4 points have just been stripped away from the A-Force. And they will probably be able to reclaim most of them, but probably not all of them.
Remember, the way that you can stay in this game one more round, point denial.
Yep.
Just as much as it is important to score points, denying your opponent as many points as possible is a great way to get back into this game.
And it seems like Brian might have done that. If Korey scores 3 at the end of this round, it is in fact over. Brian has a massive hill to climb, but listen, if he's going to do it, it looks like he's already on the right path.
But with only 33 minutes left in the round, Tim, can he do it in time?
That's actually that's the other hill he has to climb. So the good news is once he gets up there, there's just a mountain there he needs to scale too.
Yep.
Hulkbuster with a cube. Is he going to get a throw on?
Pass your activation.
Okay.
So next person, and it's not a pass.
And he finishes his activation. It looks like we're looking at potentially Gamora next, up at the top on the building. Cubes do fall, and out jumps Goblin with a glider ramp. The older Spencer, thank you for the follow. Welcome to AdeptiCon 2022, live from Hall Exploration. Cosmic Assassin into Green Goblin. A little wild here. There's not another target for it to affect, but sometimes you just want that extra dice to make your slice so nice.
Yep. Korey's not looking too happy with that roll.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely stone-faced.
So I think
I rolled 8 out of 6 successes.
8 out of 6 successes.
Successes out of 6 dice.
And he blocked 1, it sounds like.
Goblin saves none.
And Goblin saves none.
We hate to see that happen here, too.
Goblin off the table.
We are big Goblin fans here.
We are. That means the affiliation is done for Spider Foes. And probably a lot of the dice in his pocket. And half of his dreams.
The majority of the dice in his pocket, too.
Yeah.
Wait, shouldn't the dice be in his fist?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Green Goblin notoriously wearing only leggings with no pockets.
That's true. Yeah, that's why he has a satchel.
That is why he has a satchel.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Listen, the crowd is gathering around.
I love it.
For the Spider Foes here.
They're watching this. They're
Let's see.
This.
What do you... Okay. If you're Brian, you've just lost your affiliation leader. What are you doing? What's your game plan now?
I mean, you're just open at this point.
You're just throwing fists?
Yep. You're dropping bows on him.
But Gamora's coming off that building like an absolute superhero, dropping to the ground. We are in trouble now.
Great move, Assassin's Leaping, also to pick up the cube, which was just a little bit too far away to pick up, so that she can long move back off the building and contest that Terrigen Mist Cloud. This is an absolute runaway. Gamora is going to be scoring at least 3. Let's see how many cubes She-Hulk can pick back up.
Brian just has Lizard and Doc left.
And Hulkbuster.
And Hulkbuster.
So I think we have a really important decision to make here. Hulkbuster's already gone. Lizard's the only one left. He double moved down last round. I think Doc Ock has also gone as well, but he might still be unactivated. All right, we're going to make some measurements. Danny, could you have asked for a better She-Hulk game?
No.
I mean, as far as A-Force, just absolutely trucking.
Yes. Like, this is exactly what I was hoping to see. And obviously it would be nice to see, someone stand up and go toe-to-toe with She-Hulk.
There's no Toad here.
There's no Toad.
Not on this game.
And that might be the problem.
That might be the problem, very honestly.
Lesson learned. You wanna take down the She-Hulk, bring your Toad. But just as, and I stand She-Hulk, I couldn't be happier with how this game is going and how Korey's playing her.
Yeah.
It's just, he's doing such a great job.
I mean, and it's just, sometimes when She-Hulk's there, sometimes you don't need to try too hard because, listen, she's going to take care of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, she is just a workhorse. And even if you have no idea how to play her,
Right.
she's terrifying on the table. So, that's the mental game that you can totally play here.
I very, very consistently have no idea how to ever deal with her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, yes, throw conditions. I wasn't sure if that was our
I
sound
didn't
or
think
not.
it was that funny, Chuck, but honestly, good joke.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So it looks like Medusa might be doing something here. She's activated.
I forgot to mention, Medusa's days with well-laid plans.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
That's actually huge. So those well-laid plans from the Spider Phones earlier has taken
actually paid
Medusa
off.
out from consciousness.
Someone's tell Dan that card actually works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it hit everyone. It did 3 damage.
Yeah.
It dropped 4 cubes. Okay, looks like we got a lizard into Crystal. She might only have 5 calories, but is Crystal too light to survive this fight?
I love you.
That's why he is the computer, folks.
She takes 2 from the lizard. I think he did have to move up, so that should be it. He could potentially throw Crystal into Medusa. Medusa, while unable to be interacted with, is still physically there to be thrown into to potentially put a damage on the board. Oh, we have an incredible.
I
Yeah,
can't stop
we saw her earlier.
Yep.
That is awesome.
We have female
amazing
Loki
Loki
cosplay, and I
cosplay.
cannot stop staring at her. She's gorgeous.
Absolutely. All right. Brian taking a hard think. Is there a way out of this?
Brian's got he's got Hulkbuster there. Brian still has Hulkbuster. He needs to start literally just finding anything that isn't bolted down and starting to just get it going, get it throwing.
Yep.
Yes.
Lizard Medpack, he's back down too.
Lizard back to wow. A near full. The lizard is still in it. He's got the will of the fight, and the fight is tonight here at AdeptiCon. You know, the most basic. Very vanilla.
Basic boy.
Uh-huh.
Sounds obtainable, Tim.
Obtainable.
God, I hope so.
I hope so.
Valkyrie with a charge, Dragon Fang, and a Doctor.
Okay. Valkyrie going to charge in with a Dragon Fang onto the Doctor of Octopuses. Let's see if she can slay this Kraken and say, "What's up? What's happening?" I think that's how Valkyrie sounds.
Yes.
Yes.
Just happened to meet you.
Just, I think Mitch might be right. This might be the end of the octopus.
Flurry, any block, he takes her.
Only takes 1.
No flurry.
On contrary to popular belief, the Doctor is in, and we'll see you now.
Takes 2 from strike.
And then takes a bunch of damage from strike.
I think he said 2.
Yeah. So Dr. Octopus does in fact still seem alive for the time being. A doctor is still in the house, but she could throw him. And Val does
With
in
a
fact
fizz
throw
and a
him.
bang too. Of course, that amazing rival panels Doc Ock.
I think Doc Ock probably has 1 health left and has just been thrown upon the Terrigen Mist to take 1 damage and potentially die.
That's the way to do it. There's nothing that feels sadder than getting on an objective and then getting KO.
Yes.
That is very true. Very, very true. It's absolutely. There's an incredible cosplay over here to the left, and we are just all acknowledging that right now.
Lasers in out.
All right, we got lasers. Gonna set someone.
He's got lasers in his pocket, Tim.
And a fistful of dreams, and some tentacles full of dollars, and a monster in his pocket.
Valkyrie taking 3.
Oh, okay. So we're taking 3 from lasers.
Never count out the Doc.
Never.
To be completely honest, I'm kind of warming back up to the idea of running Doc Ock a lot more.
Okay.
Like, I'm seeing him a ton on the field, and with all this new affiliation stuff, Doc Ock seems great.
Yeah.
Luckily, my mom finally found my Christmas present of the rival panels that she bought me and gave it to me before I left. So I'm going to get that painted up. I'd love to get it on the stream over at twitch.tv/Professional Casual Network right here.
Lasers her off the table.
And he lasers her off the
Lasers are off the table. Doc Ock just gave you a prescription for pain.
And you get 2 free refills.
Here's the thing I'm surprised about, Chuck. You got that awesome set with Dr. Octopus and Spider-Man for Christmas just this last week before you came to Adepticon.
Absolutely.
You had 13 hours where you weren't helping to drive it all. You could have gotten them done on the way. You chose not to. Tell us about that choice, Chuck.
You're sleeping on the floor tonight.
That actually is probably true.
Probably accurate.
All right, we're getting some interactions with some fans here. Everything seems to be probably just about set with this match, though Valkyrie is at least off the table. Once again, with Marvel Crisis Protocol, with the way that AMG has kind of set up this community and has really captivated a really good, solid, honorable, just fun-loving and fun-having community.
Yeah.
I think that
we have not had a bad feeling about it. And there's the shake.
There's the handshake.
The code of honor is off. They can start fist fighting all they want, Tim.
It's true, but
it looks like nothing but happy spirits up there on both sides. An absolute brutal beatdown game. This was an absolute delight to watch.
This was a really good
This was
game.
really good. I love seeing the A-Force out here. Hulkbuster coming out and just you know what? Little disappointed, Tim. You did not get your big of the game of seeing baby Iron Man.
Baby Iron Man.
No Iron Baby.
And just an unfortunate lackluster performance by Hulkbuster, who She-Hulk was just too oppressive.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to bust Hulk, not She-Hulks. He brought the wrong name.
I mean, what are we going to do?
Right, when are we going to get a Hulk She-Buster?
And would Pepper Potts be the one inside?
A Hulk She-Buster, if you
I actually
will.
really like that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
AMG, hit me up. I got lots of ideas.
Send the check.
Send the check. We're going to need it to fix that elevator that I broke out of.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
Sorry.
true. You can send that to the Professional Casual Network at P.O. Box G, as in Gamora, West Oneonta, Oneonta, New York, 13861.
We are not lying. That is a real P.O. box that you can send us stuff.
Yes.
Please do it.
Please do it.
We will open it over at our YouTube show. Wait, Did I Roll a Wild every Thursday live? And then catch the podcast version every Tuesday.
Yep.
Wait, Did I Roll a Wild? The Marvel Crisis Protocol vlog. Dare I say, Omnis Protocol's favorite show ever. Take that, House Party Protocol.
If you wanted us to read a message too, you could potentially text it. This is probably a massive mistake.
Oh my God.
No, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
You could text, just texting. That's the
Just
only thing I
text.
think this number is good for. To 603.
803. 3235.
Once again, that is 603 803 3235.
And if you text us something, we will read it.
We'll read
Unless it is inappropriate, then it will be over on Elite Eight Showdown on all podcasting platforms where it will be read.
That is true. I'm actually a little terrified that we have given Mitch the network number, but listen, here it is.
You can also hit us up on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. All of our links are down below. Thank you for joining us. Please give us a follow. Head over to our YouTube, give us a little subscribe there.
Yeah.
And if you feel so obliged, give us a little sub here.
Yeah, just a little subby sub. If you've got an Amazon Prime account, it's free.
It is free.
Yeah, you can just link it right up.
But thank you so much for joining us here. Tim, round 3, you know what we're looking at?
Raven's Guard.
A Raven's Guard
Yes.
coming on with
my
an
gosh.
absolutely gorgeously painted. In fact, I'm going to go hunt him down right now.
I'm so
Yeah.
stoked for that.
Get him ready for the
Do you
round
think
3.
he'll take a picture with me?
I think he probably
did hug
will.
me.
That's
He did.
After he
He didn't want
specifically
to.
said he would not, he gave you a hug.
And then he offered. I think he felt bad because I kind of was like,
That's true.
I'll high five you.
I have heard you are a big hugger.
I
Yes.
love hugging. 7
I'll be right back.
seconds. That's the best
Okay.
length for a hug. 7 seconds.
Okay, so Danny,
Yes.
what a game.
That was so good.
Just
Someone in chat said, like, what a great advert for A-Force.
Mm-hmm.
Like, play them.
absolutely. And that's the thing is Spider Foes we've seen be absolutely decimating. And now we've seen A-Force be absolutely decimating to them. The thing that is so great about this game is no affiliation is ever really in a bad spot.
Nope.
Everything is viable.
Absolutely.
Play your favorites, and you actually can here. A lot of other games you have to choose what the meta is or what's good or what recently got the best book or the biggest update.
Yeah.
But listen, everything's viable here.
Yeah.
Might as well try it.
Taylor, what are your thoughts? What you got?
I hate She-Hulk so much. I hate her so much.
She's the best.
Every time I've used her once, and it was like, this is the best ever. I just asked them, VIPs, I said, why is it She-Hulk? And he went, nope, it was Gamora because she held an entire side of the table by herself.
Fair.
All right, we've got our first text too to 603-803-3235. It says, "What's up, homies?"
Hey. And then on the other side,
Thank you.
Brian, I think his name is Brian, was really itching to use. He's got a gimmick with Battle Lust onto Hulkbuster, which allows you to. I think it adds dice, but it also double pushes small.
Yeah.
Right? So you get the Repulsor Blast push and then Battle Lust push. And he's like, I can just throw people around the table wherever I want, right? He's like, it works with Monkey Brain as Lizard Home just to... with Lizard, I'm sorry, to a lesser degree, but it still works, you know? But Brian took it like a champ, smiling, making jokes. Great.
Having a good time.
Again,
they still had fun.
2 great players. Again, you know?
We've been absolutely blessed by having just the best people here at AdeptiCon. And,
for sure.
And like we normally talk about, when everything's stacked against you and it doesn't seem like you have a way to victory, you can still kill somebody.
Yeah.
And he absolutely did that with Valkyrie, and it just gives you that little bit of satisfaction before the game ends up leaving.
So, Brian came in and he was like, I've played against A-Force once. I've never seen Gamora on the table. I don't know what any of these minis do. Let's try it, you know? Absolutely.
So as far as the next game, we are going to try to send somebody over to see if we are taking a lunch break after round 2 or whether we will be going right into round 3. And Dan is headed to the bathroom to weird out the 5th trooper. Also, if you guys haven't, over on the YouTube, new and fast friends of ours, the 5th trooper, is going to be streaming and is streaming some Star Wars Legion.
And apparently I work for him.
Yeah,
which is
you
amazing.
work for him. It's super cool. You got a job.
Yeah.
You know how much we've always wanted
You work
out
for him,
of
but
this.
he works for us.
Yeah.
So
Taylor don't get paid by the hour.
Correct, and he is an official big chucker as well, which is very nice to see. The 5th trooper.
The 5th trooper.
But make sure to give them a like, subscribe over on YouTube as well. They have been absolutely just
great people.
Incredible
and like
time.
just
Great
like all the players here are just wonderful people. They're
Yeah.
having a great time. So are all the other people covering the other
right up there's
events.
fine. Yeah, I'll take them more. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
You know, just all the other streamers covering all these different games. Such awesome people. A really great sense of community beyond just the MCP family.
Yeah.
You know, we all fall under that umbrella.
Ella.
Hey.
Ella. Hey.
So I don't know how many people are here in total, how many players, but I've heard a story where one person had to get disqualified. That's it.
Yes.
That's it. And there's thousands of people here. So if it just speaks to how wonderful the event itself, the people that are here, just a great place.
Yeah.
Great place to be. And you get 9 Marvel Crisis Protocol Tactics cards if you show up for any event. I'm going to bring it up every time.
Yeah,
every time
for
I sit in
sure.
front of this mic, because the Lethal Protector card, it gives me goosebumps. How good it is. You know?
I talked to a guy yesterday who was here for different events, but he found out about the cards because of our Facebook post. So he came in, he signed up for he has his MCP models. He was like, I would not have known about these cards if it weren't for you guys.
For real.
So,
For real.
you know, they have it, so come and get it.
All right, looks like we're getting confirmation now.
MC1 brings up a great point. If at any time you have a Prime sub that you want to throw at us, we would sincerely appreciate it.
Start at 2 o'clock.
Round 3 at
Okay.
2 o'clock.
So it does look like we are going to be taking a little bit of a break here, guys. We will be back. We're not leaving right this second, but 2 o'clock, a little bit beforehand, we will probably be live again at about 1:50.
Yep.
To get ready for round 3. So in about an hour, as the convention is going to take a break for lunch.
So I'm sure you've been asked this already, but as an A-Force player, like how heartwarming was that fight?
It was the best. Like, it was the best.
She-Hulk and Sqaud turned up and did what She-Hulk and Sqaud do.
Absolutely. And I know, like, Chuck in particular, he has a hard time with Val. She just doesn't do work for him.
Yeah.
It was nice to see her do some work on this table for that player.
For sure.
We've got a schedule.
Hey, look at that.
All right, so the schedule for the rest of the day, which actually has been flying off pretty well.
Oh,
So,
fantastic.
we're going to have a lunch break until 2. Like I said, we'll be back on a little bit before that too, just so we can chat you guys back up and let you know what's been going on. Game 3 is going to start right at 2 o'clock. There will be another small break, which once again, we probably won't go off for, or maybe for a few minutes. And then Game 4 will happen at 4 o'clock today. There will also be an awards ceremony for Day 1 at 5:45.
Nice.
We will probably try to video that. It will be a difficult one to stream, but we'll make sure that it is covered and that you will be able to see it, probably over on the YouTube. The link is right down below. Anything else before we end up popping off? Actually, guys, any other teams that you are excited to see? Listen, you've asked for it, and we've somehow been able to provide it.
Yeah,
each
we
time.
brought it.
So,
Hulkman Iron Buster on the board.
We saw the Hulkman Iron Buster. We saw some A-Force. We've seen a handful of Inhumans as well.
Yeah.
A lot of X-Men, Brotherhood, Avengers, Midnight Suns. Anyone else you want to see? Who do you want to see back?
I would love to see Asgard for sure.
Yep,
Yeah,
I
for
would
sure.
Too. Yeah, we haven't seen Asgard.
At all. For the whole event, we haven't seen Asgard the whole week.
All right, chat, get hyped. We're about to see the dude.
Oh, here
with
he
the bell
comes.
on the bike and the car.
Here he comes.
Here he comes.
I'm just jealous that we don't have one, to be honest.
Next year.
This will be our. This is our merch booth.
Yeah,
This is
we're
our
getting
merch
scooters.
booth.
Scooters, bells.
Oh, man.
X-Men v Asgard, that would be dope.
That'd be
Yeah.
pretty dope for
Rogue
sure.
Colossus gambit.
Wakanda, yeah.
Yeah, Wakanda and
Yeah,
Asgard.
honestly, Wakanda.
Some more Rogue. Honestly, a lot of the rosters have had Rogue, but they're not bringing her to the table,
No, yeah.
which is a shame. She's an absolute
Do you
unit.
think she's too new? So people aren't getting a lot of time to like feel her out.
That could be. I mean, she is a 4, so she's not sometimes the easiest to fit into rosters, but
So MC1, we did see a fastball special yesterday.
Yeah.
I think somebody got dazed from it as well.
It
It was
warmed my heart.
fantastic.
I think it went into a juggernaut.
I think yes, you are correct. That's what it was with the bleed, and oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it was. You love to see it, you know.
You absolutely do.
Absolutely. So as a Spider-Foes player,
You've had real highs and lows today
yeah,
specifically.
for real. I'm still really happy with that matchup. We got to see Venom. He took what 3, 4, 5 attacks from people, and then finally went down. Like he just soaked exactly what he was supposed to do. Same with Lizard, soaking all the wounds that he's supposed to soak. I'm very miffed that we didn't get to see Goblin be the menace that he can be, but I was really glad to see updated Gamora on the table because I haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
and it's
It is
horrifying.
really awesome.
She's Gamora now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's now like, I'm not gonna put Gamora in my list, and it's like, oh yeah, I have Gamora. You know?
Also, hey, Chewie. We got to see Chewie yesterday. Welcome to chat, man. Very nice to be able to meet him, hang out with him for a bit, and have him on stream yesterday.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
So if you haven't, make sure to go check out those VODs, and they will also be on the YouTube as well. You know, if you want to see, honestly, his beautiful face.
It was nice to see Magic in the last fight as well. That was really cool. I've never seen her on the table. And then yesterday we had Gambit, which was really cool. I haven't seen him on the table before then either. That was really nice. There's a lot of Gambits going out there with like different style, different company of cards on there. You know, somebody I saw with like playing cards, and it looked like little itty bitty mini playing cards. It was beautiful.
Gosh.
I wish I had eyes and like a straight hand.
Right?
You know what I mean?
That's the thing, like, you guys know I do a lot of painting. I do a lot of the hobby aspect of this. But
Painting the town red when you play She-Hulk. On one of the Facebook groups, there was someone that had done a Gambit with 3 different cards. One with a draw 4 from Uno. One was a Charizard, and I think the other one was like a Dark Magician from Yu-Gi-Oh.
I didn't see the draw
It was incredible.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
No, Chewy, thank you. Honestly, thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to have lunch with you too.
Yeah.
You know, for sure.
But guys, that I think will wrap it up for round 2. We are going to go and take a little siesta. So I would like all of you to also get up, stretch, hydrate just a little bit.
Hydrate. Wraith will yell at you to hydrate and stretch.
Trust me, she will.
I was on it yesterday too. So
Absolutely, she
hydrate,
will.
stretch, get some snacks.
Wraith, go get a coffee.
Yep. Yeah, and listen, here's the time. Now is the time you can run down to the store and grab that bag of salad or chips.
I literally have a bag of salad in my backpack.
Yeah.
And you know what? We've got an hour to go. So I mean, throw a Wait Did I Roll a Wild episode on. Why not?
You can do it. Link is right down there. Also, check out the merch store. Dude, you can get a Wait Did I Roll a Wild t-shirt. There's about to be a whole bunch of other new stuff up there, as well as Danny's character from the Grim Podcast of Perilous Adventure. You can get this Grim Podcast of Perilous Adventure shirt
And
or
hat.
hoodie or hat. And the hat is not there, but the other ones are.
They might even have a boat.
There could even be a boat.
You know how much I've wanted one of those.
I want one of those.
But anyway, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you in an hour.
Yeah.
And Ravensguard will be on the table.
Yes.
Ravensguard in the house.